Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dorian Koholi, and today I kind of want to build a playground. The Sims 4, they pushed a base game update maybe last week before, ahead of Adventure Awaits, which as of this recording comes out on Thursday, but they included the ability to create playgrounds. So I kind of want to try to, I know we're getting like the modular stuff with the new pack, but I kind of want to see what we can do with the base game. I know there aren't a lot of playground equipment options, but we're going to try to make it happen. So let's go ahead, let's get started. All right, so to start with, I created a basic family. I included a child and a toddler because ideally I'd like for both to be usable, but we'll see what we can end up with. So let's just go in, and I think we'll do Willow Creek. And I think I'm going to move them into Crit Cabana, but I think I either want to use, either Bargain Bend, or they're all 30 by 20. So I think probably this lot, I don't know, maybe we'll do Potter's Splay. It's a little bit bigger. The house is a little bit bigger, so more like family oriented, I would think. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to move the family into Crit Cabana just so we're there. We can come back to them later. But then I think I want to build it over here in Hello Sloth. I don't know how you say that, but the houses are a little bit bigger over here. Seems like it'd be more family oriented. I could also potentially see it going in Powder Splay. Either way, they're all 30 by 20, so you could probably move this wherever you wanted to. But let's just go ahead. Let's go into this lot first and see what it looks like. Yep, so this lot, it's not right on the water, but it has like a little path. So I think this could work pretty nicely. We do have the streetcar. So what I'm kind of envisioning here is I think I want to have it mostly fenced in. I think that would make sense for a kid's playground. I want to have like an area for bigger kids. So this is where I would try to include like some of the playground equipment, the pirate ship and the monkey bars. I think those are the only things that are available in base game. So I think I'm going to leave a little bit of space if you want to add like a swing set. I think there are several packs that do have a swing set. I don't know why base game doesn't yet, but yeah. I might also add some space if you want it once Adventure Awaits does come out, if you want to add in some like slides or anything like that. I also want to add an area that has more like toddler friendly stuff. I don't know how much that is available in base game, and then an area just for like adults to kind of like sit and chill, have restrooms, stuff like that. So let's go ahead, let's get started. First thing I want to do is I want to change the venue type to playground. So we need a toilet, sink, bench, patio table, and we need 6 pieces of playground equipment. I do know that when Adventure Awaits comes out, this will be updated to only be 4. I think we'll just do the 6 for now. I think that's fine. If I click on it, these are our only options. So we have 2 pirate ships, which are pretty much the same. We have the rocket ship and we have the monkey bars. Okay, I think we can work with this. All right, first off, let's do the fencing. I think I want it to look nice in the neighborhood. So I might do like, forgetting how few options there actually are in base game. I think something like this could kind of work. We'll do just like a wood, and probably put this like all the way down like throughout. So you can't put fences right up on the edge for whatever reason, but let's just enclose the whole thing so that way, and we can kind of adjust it later if we have to. That is not the whole thing. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. There we go. All right, I think that works, and we'll figure out where the gates are going to go. I think this is the front, so we'll definitely have one out here. I don't think we actually need a mailbox if we're doing a playground. So yeah, let us go ahead, and maybe we'll have like different sections like fenced off, or we'll play around with that. First, let's make a building where we'll have like the restrooms, because actually I don't know, do these like satisfy? That satisfies toilet and sink, so that could work. And we do have a couple of those, so that might not be too bad. We might actually do that instead. So maybe I'll put them like back here. That way people on the trail could potentially come in here and use this as well. So I'll sit it right there. Maybe I'll put a second one in just to cover our bases. See what colors we have. Oh, we have like a dingy looking one. Where did we get that one from? Okay. It's probably been there the whole time. I just never really paid attention to it. All right, so we have our restrooms set up. So there's that. Let's do like our toddler area back here. So let me see, kids. Like, what toys do we have that we can put out for them? We do have a couple activity tables, infants and toddlers. We have like the dollhouses and everything. Not a whole lot. I do kind of have an idea that could maybe work though. Because I know I don't want to build them inside, but I know sometimes like I've taken my son to like some like playgrounds, and they'll have like small little things set up, kind of look like houses, and I don't want to close it in, but I think maybe if we do like half walls, we can make something that looks kind of interesting. So maybe I could do, we can have like a little, like maybe I have like a little like kid city set up over here or something. So let's try that. I want to make them like different heights. And I don't know if this is, you know, gonna make any sense or anything, but I don't know. It seems like it could be cool to me. Kind of make it look like, I don't know, maybe, yeah. Okay, I'm coming around more so to my idea now. We have this be like a little outside play area. They could, you know, pretend these are like little like houses or something. Do we have any? None of these will, and of course none of the actual like doors will fit. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I need, you know what? Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. I think you do still need like and wall before you can unlock stuff. So maybe that's what I'm looking for. And we'll do, yeah, because that will fit. Yeah, that fits perfectly fine. I mean, not like, it's not great, but you know, it could be worse. All right, so we'll make this one, we'll make them both the same height. And then we'll make this one, we'll just put like an opening in the middle of this one over here. I think that's fine. All right, let's get some windows in. Put something like these. It doesn't actually matter because these aren't actually like buildings. So, but yeah, let's find like a paint color. Something like fun colors or something. Maybe we'll do like the reclaimed wood. I think this one is from this timed event that came out before Enchanted by Nature. So whatever that was called. I think that's what these are from. Ooh, actually, could we do like a little like door over here? And then maybe we'll do like orange siding over here. Also, I also wanted to look okay in the neighborhood. So maybe just having like regular like siding will be fine for that. Maybe we'll do like a blue over here. Yeah, admittedly, these are probably dumb. Now that I'm looking in, that I'm actually like doing more with it, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. Let's put some flooring in. Maybe where's like that kid's mat? I think that will be okay. I mean, this is all going to get rained on, so I'll say it could be interesting though. Maybe for like another build sometime, like an indoor playground. I'm thinking that could be pretty cool as well. All right, so we have like our little toddler area. They can run around in here. Let's see what toys. Maybe it'll fit. Like, can I use this in here? I'm hoping they could use that in here. It looks really big. Oh my gosh. We'll do like the pink one, and then I probably need somewhere for the toddlers to go to the bathroom. I am just realizing that I don't know if they can go in there, so we might have to figure that out. Maybe we'll just put like another like toy box. Maybe we'll put like a toy box or something in here. It could be like a little like treasure box or something. We'll do the orange one because we're in the orange room. And then home for two dollhouse, just another dollhouse. Maybe put it like over here. Yeah, just some basic stuff that I'm hoping that the infants and toddlers and stuff will be able to play with. So we'll see how that goes. But out here, I think I want to do, is sand? Do we have a terrain paint that includes like sand? We do. So my idea here is to build like a sandbox that they could use. And I think that'll work. Let's do smooth keeper because I'm pretty sure they can step over this. So we will put in a sandbox right here and a sandbox right here. And maybe we'll move this one further out. A sandbox right here. And then I can fill these in with the sand terrain paint. And I'm thinking that unless this is something that's specific to like outdoor retreat or something, they should be able to play with the sand is my understanding of how this works. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. The only thing is I'm not sure if I need like an actual restroom so that the toddlers can go. So I might actually like sub this out and see if I can just build one manually. Maybe we'll build like, I think something like that should be okay. And I still do like the idea of having like the lattice work in front of it. So maybe we can put like this. It's not quite the same thing, but I think it's still pretty nice. All right, so we have that. Let us do, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna make them unisex. I don't think it's necessary to differentiate them like that. So we'll put boom, boom, and boom. Put a roof. Put that down a little bit. This also might not even be necessary because the toddlers may have been able to just do it just fine. I don't know. But we're going to put in... is there one that has like this stone underneath of it? That's kind of cute. That kind of matches the vibe somewhat. Let's put some trim on the roof. Roof shingles. We will do... I don't mind the red. I do not mind the red. And then flooring wise, I think I do want to put some like stone or something down. All right, so now we're gonna have two separate bathrooms. Well, four bathrooms total. There's no changing table in here, is there? No, there is no changing table, but that's fine. We can put in, at the very least, we'll put in a little kid toilet. So I might actually stick that like over here. We will play test this to see if this will work. I'm hoping it will, because we're going to put one in each. I should also put some lighting in so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then everything else we just need is toilet and sink. So plumbing, and this is just gonna, I'm just gonna make this as basic bare bones type thing. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I think we have the restrooms now. Now that we can, I don't like that. I don't know if I like that red anymore though. I think I might just go with like a more like bluish tone. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We still gotta do like outdoor lighting and stuff, but we'll do all that later. And I think now we kind of have like a natural entryway. So can I put at least an gate, kind of get that started? None of these fit all that great. Probably that one is probably like the closest, I guess. And I kind of want to have it open. I kind of want to have it open both ways, but I don't think it's not letting me, it's not cooperating in that respect. Actually, that one looks like it might be actually a better fit. So we'll move that right there. All right, so now we have one little pathway. This is our little infant area. Let's see if I can put down some more infant and toddler toys. I realized I didn't add an infant or toddler to my family, so I should probably plan on doing that. But we will do... Yeah, we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot in base game. Oh my gosh. Let's put some, I don't know, random little toys like here and there. Maybe put like a Blarfy. It does feel a little weird that this is all sitting outside, but I think it'll be fine. I think that's it, because there isn't much. There isn't much. And none of that counted towards playground equipment, so that's fun. So now let's do like the big kids area. And I kind of think, I do want to have this, I am going to put the spaceship in. Or should I just do like pirate themed? I kind of like the wood tones on the pirate ship, so maybe we'll just do that. But what I also want to do is I want to build, I want to kind of have some of the stuff like elevated. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. I believe if I believe I can do that, and then I can hopefully get rid of this, and I can drag this down a bit and kind of have it as like an elevated thing that they can play on. And actually might have the pirate ship. I kind of want to have one of the pirate ships elevated. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna put this like right here. I didn't do too much planning ahead of this, as you guys can probably tell. But let's also do, I just copy. No, if I do that, it's gonna bring it down to ground level. All right, that's fine. Let's do this. Let's build a wall, kind of separate this room a bit, and then, all right, so we have that. I think I can move this like back here, and then maybe have like one over here. Because what I want to do is ultimately, I know this can work like elevated, and you can kind of have like a gap under here. So I kind of want to have like a way for them to kind of cross over. So I might, and I think if I move this out, all right, it doesn't like that. So I might actually move that a little bit closer. Sure, I could probably finagle it the other way, but I think that's fine. All right, so we'll put this like right there. Maybe make this like a thinner one. And then do I have enough room to build like one where I could put the pirate ship on like a diagonal? Because that could be kind of neat. See, let's try to put this down first. This may be doing too much though. There we go. All right, that's what I needed. I have all this extra crap though. Because yeah, if you have a way for this to like go over here, oh, or just float like that. Yeah, because I forgot. I need to lower this. Make sure that's on the right level. Is that the right level? I can't even tell. I think it is. So I can drag this. Wait, why is it doing that? I don't understand why that is doing that, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, this isn't instilling a lot of confidence in me that this is gonna work or, you know, be decent looking, but we're gonna try it. All right, so I'm gonna back this up one. These are on the same level, right? They look on the same level to me, so I think that'll work. Okay, I need another set of monkey bars, and then I can flip these around. I should be able to stick it right there. I'm not 100% sure that that will be usable. And this is coming out a lot further than I would have hoped for. So I might actually not put the pirate ship up there. Maybe we could just have like pretend to have like a pirate ship like in the middle or something. I don't know. I do want to have a pirate ship up here though. This is gonna be harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god. I thought, okay, you know what? I think I can make this work. I think I just need to shove everything back a little bit. I don't know. This isn't working out like I thought it would. Maybe we'll do like this. Maybe we'll have it like that, and then the slide, maybe I can pull it back a little bit further, I think. I'll still put fences around this, so that way it's not like a complete and total complete death trap. Maybe I can cut into this a little bit. Yeah, so I can cut that, and that gives us room. That gives us a little more room to work with. I thought I was gonna have more space for like a little like chill out area in the front, but I don't know if this is gonna quite work out that way. Might try to move this back a little bit further. See if we can bump this back a little bit further. Although I should probably have a little more clearance because of the slide. What if I elevate it? What if I put like the second slide, like the second pirate ship, like up on another level? Let's workshop this a little bit. I don't know, because this could also be extremely dangerous. But let's try and see. Maybe we'll have it. Yeah, maybe we'll have it like that or something. Is this still? I might have to make this like a little higher. There we go. It might be a little silly. Right off the bat, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. Okay, but can I put the pirate ship up here? Yes, but it's gonna take like all the space. I think that looks kind of silly. So we're gonna scrap that plan. So what I might just do, have it like right there, but then still have like this second like elevated thing. Because what this could be, how do I want to do this? I don't know. Maybe have it like, oh my god, I'm like putting random floor pieces down like everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, let's see what this does. There's probably enough room where that's probably fine. I realize if a kid like stands in there, they might hit their head, but I think it'll be okay. All right, I need to put down a diagonal piece of flooring like right here. I was kind of hoping if I just do it. Where's the diagonal option? Custom room tool. Yes, turn that into a room. Thank you very much. Get rid of that. And then I think we might keep one of these for a ladder. Then get rid of the other one. No, I think I need to undo. I want the ladder. Oh, you can't put these on a diagonal. I forgot about that. Shit. All right, let's do this then. All right, that doesn't seem very safe. So let's see if we can bump this out slightly. And then can I actually just cut this corner off right here? There we go. That works. I'm okay with that, I think. We'll see. All right, so not quite working out the way I was hoping, but I still think I can somewhat salvage this. I'm gonna have like little like lookout towers up here because I think that could be cool. All right, we're still missing 2 pieces of playground equipment. I kind of want to put like monkey bars like up crossing. I know that's very dangerous. We're just gonna try it, you know? Close this gap up. I think I only need like 2 wide. That is extremely dangerous, but you know, the kids aren't actually gonna fall. Maybe I'll put like a netting. Maybe there's like a debug like net under, or something. I can put something under here. Actually, is this count as playground equipment? No, it is not. All right, I'm still short a piece of playground equipment. Yeah, so we gotta figure that out. No clue where I want to put the other one. Yeah, let's get this figured out, and then we'll do the rest of that. Okay, so my plan here is I'm really just gonna do like posts, and we don't even have like standard like wooden posts. And oh my god, all right, you know what, we'll do these, and then we'll do like a span. Do we have like a decent, like a normal looking spandrel? Yeah, we do. We have the happy birthday one. I can do that. Actually, I might just use the happy birthday columns because they're going to match better. So let's plan for that. Let's do the HBD because we got like the wood tone ones. They're a little fancier than I probably would have liked, but I think they'll do the trick. All right, so we have that down. Let's do the spandrel down here because I want this all to be like open, and then we'll just have like support beams everywhere, like holding it up. All right, I should be fine. I'm gonna need to put something on the ground there. You know, we'll deal with the ground support later. Also, I might actually. I can't make it any shorter. Shit. Okay, let's raise. I guess we can raise everything up. I was trying not to have it like so high up, but I don't know, maybe it's better that way. And we can raise that up. Also adjust these. Okay. So I think that works, and it's high enough that the columns are not like completely out of place. So put some of these down. You know what makes me wonder if can I just shove like another set of like monkey bars under there? Will that solve it? God, I'm just realizing how dangerous that one is. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not great. I think we got the structure in place. There isn't a lot of support going on this one, but I think that might be okay. I do need to put a freeze in, so I think that will help kind of fill in some of the things, make the columns not look like they're standing out as much. Okay, I think that works. I am going to get rid of those. I think that's probably a good thing. Support, I guess. I don't freaking know. All right, let's put the roof pieces on. I actually do kind of want to make it like hollow so you can see. I don't know why, because it's not gonna matter. Let's do what we want to do for roofs. Can I do these on a diagonal? Is there a diagonal version of this? Yes, there is. All right, that one. Yeah, skylights could be interesting. Maybe like a skylight over this one. But how do I do that? Let's do this. Let's do this one, like right there. Then we'll copy it on the side. Copy on that side. Bring this one in. Bring this one in. And then this one can be glass. And then these ones can just be like regular. All right, let's do. Yes, I think that'll be fine. I'm also not going to overthink it too much. So I think those will work. I think that looks kind of cool. All right, let's do a trim. Give it the wood trim with everything. And then we'll put some like wood slats. Probably just these again. I think that works. All right, cool. Cool. And then probably just this one. I think this is probably like the most decky looking of them. All right, I think that's pretty cute. It's a little, I don't know, structurally interesting, I guess. I do want to replace this. We'll put a more like wood tone one here. And I feel like I need like a support pillar like there, but I also don't want to put a support pillar there because I don't know, maybe we can pretend it's something. I don't know. It's fine. All right, let's put a couple more ladders down, and then I do want to put a couple staircases as well. Actually, that could be kind of cool. We'll have one that goes directly up to the top. That's kind of neat. And we'll put another one like right there. All right. I keep forgetting I cannot put them on a diagonal, and I wanted to put stairs on one of these as well. I can do that. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's fine. I can put that pair of stairs right there. And then I think I do want to pair like a set of stairs over on this other side as well. Like maybe like right there. Not those. No, I didn't want that color. I wanted this color. It's all very tight. I'll put this like right here instead. It's interesting. Okay. I still think it could be cool though. I think it's got potential. All right, let's do probably this one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll say I did not consider the fact that I'm compounding the safety hazards here by not having by having it open where these are. So yeah, this one you'll have to supervise your children while you are at this one. So yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, can I put that right there? And then railing. I just need the matching railing. Maybe this one. I don't know which one's the matching railing. That's probably the closest one. All right, that's fine. All right, it looks cool. I will say that it does look cool. Yeah, it's just very dangerous. It just might be a little dangerous. That's fine. All right, let's make these like, I don't know, make those like red or something. And then what colors do we have here? Can make that red. Maybe make that a little lighter. Okay, and then I think my last piece of playground equipment, I could probably just fit a couple of these under here, and this will be fine. Honestly, there. We'll even add an extra one. I'll make these red. All right. I think this looks really, really cool. I have a lot of like, I feel like I have a lot of like wasted space that, you know, we're not really taking too much advantage of. Maybe I could probably put like a couple other like sandboxes and stuff underneath here. I think that could be kind of cool. So let's do that. Let's do this. Maybe kind of got like the red theme on this side. Maybe we'll make like a little red sandbox, and then maybe we can put one over here. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my fences up on the highest level, the part where they're needed the most probably, and I didn't even bother. Okay, let's do this. I think I put a couple fences pieces down there, unfortunately. All right, I think that's good. And then we gotta put pieces over here. Maybe this a little more in the center. It's not bad. Before I get too far ahead, I think we have the bones of it in place. The only thing we don't have is benches and patio tables, which I might just put a couple benches. Yeah, I might just put a few things like kind of scattered around. I was kind of hoping for more of like an adult like hangout space, but I think the playground is taking up most of it. But let's see. Actually, let's put those down because I want to play test it before we get too crazy. Let's see what we have. So we have these benches, and we have like, maybe we'll just do like these, and we'll put one. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to just maybe might put a bench, 2 benches like right here, and I might just like increase the size of the playground on the sandbox over here. Maybe not like right there. We'll start it like right here, and then we'll erase this one over here. I'm wondering if a telescope could be cool to have like up here. Like, to me, that seems like that could be pretty neat. You know, maybe we'll stick it like right there. I don't know if it'll work. Also, it's just pointing at a pole right there. I don't know, maybe we'll stick it like right there. And then any other like skill or activity things we could put in here. We could put a couple of the tables. I forgot about that. The activity tables. Kids. We could put... I'm gonna put a couple stuffed animals up here. Maybe we'll put a Blarfy, and we'll put like a Drago. Or Drago. Something over there. I do think some activity tables will make sense, but I'm not 100% sure where to put them. So maybe we will just... Where are they? I literally just saw them. There we go. Maybe we'll put one in. Instead of having a second dollhouse, maybe we'll put a couple activity tables in here. You know, this is supposed to be like the more like the kid like toddler area. I think we could put a couple in there. I think that'll be okay. So now, except for patio table. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we need. Let's do one with an umbrella. I don't know, maybe should I just like stick one in the middle here? I don't know if I want it to be that one though. Let's do a black one. All right, so we got a couple benches. I do want to put a few more benches in though. So maybe we could have one like down here and another patio table like over here, just right here in this corner. And then that's probably good. Is there, I have anything I could put in like this middle area? I probably could put like another sandbox, but other activities and skills, any other things we could put? I don't know if workout equipment makes sense. I don't know if having a garden makes sense. Put a rocket ship. That could be cool. Maybe we'll just leave it open as like a space for kids to just run around in. All right, so we have all the requirements. I'm going to call this the Toddler playground. I'm going to go in. Oh, I didn't put a fence. You can't, so no one can actually, oh, they can actually get in from back there. But let's put a fence in like right here. And then we'll put the other one in like right there. I think that's good. Kind of limited points of egress, which I think you would want for a playground. Not that I'm really acknowledging any safety stuff otherwise, but all right, let's try this. All right, let's go back into Manage Worlds. All right, so I am going to visit this. Actually, you know what? I need to go back in. I'm going to save a copy to the gallery, to my library rather. All right, so I'm going to save to library. And then we'll go back into Manage Worlds. We'll play test it. I'm going to add a toddler to see what they can do with any of this stuff. We're going to visit with these guys. Oh, I already have a toddler. Why did I say I didn't have a toddler before? Maybe it was an infant I was thinking of. I don't know. First things first. Kid, can you play with this? And you other kid, can you play with this? All right, so he's able to get on that, so that's good. And they can play in sand as base game, which is awesome. All right, kids are actually using it. That's kind of cool. I love it. All right, awesome. All right, you cannot play on the activity table though, and our dad is punching Blarfy, so that's fun. Can you, Mr. Lester, apparently, can you get up here? Oh, why do you do that? Maybe I should add a door, like, right. I kind of like the limit. I think the limited points of egress makes sense. Okay, so he can get up there. Can he play on this? Looks like he can. Cool. Okay. Currently, there is no way for them to get in this middle one, so I'm going to need to add a ladder there, I think. But in the meantime, if I teleport you right here, can you play on this one still? Yes, you can. All right. And if I tell you to play pirate, what will you do? All right, you can play pirate. Awesome. Can you get up here? You can. Awesome. All right, can you hug Drago? All right, and can you play on this one? You can, but it's making you go all the way down. All right, cool. So everything seems to work, which I am very happy about. Just double check play testing. All right, we can play in sand down here. All right, can we play in sand over here? Although you're uncomfortable because you have to go to the bathroom. We can take care of that real quickly. I still have UI cheats. All right, I'm going to assume all of these work. I'm going to have you potty help from your dad. But that totally just worked. All right, we confirm that. All right, so there's enough room for them to go on the potty. And then you can use the toilet. You use the toilet in there. You want to wash your hands in there. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. All right, it works. Everything works. I'm pleased with that. So I'm going to go back into Manage Worlds. And we're going to finish this up. All right, so functionally, it seems to do everything we need it to do. I'm wondering if I should put in some, like, what are these called? Like corbels or something to make it look a little more secure here. So maybe it's a little fancier than I would have preferred, but it'll at least make it look like it's something else is securing it, I guess. All right, I think that'll work. Was there anything else I need to change? Oh, I need to add a ladder over on this side, because they're not going to use these to like get across. They're just going to use these to like go back and forth on. But they can play on this. They can play on this. They can play with the sand below. And I think that's good. I think it's good. So let's go ahead. Let's put some like terrain paint down. So what I want to do is we're going to put some dirt like all the way around like these buildings. And then we'll do some like landscaping. And then my thought here is just to kind of have like a stone, like a pebble path that kind of extends over everything. So let me make sure I'm clicking on the right thing. And let's do like a dirt base first. That's too big. So I can do like this. We'll have this come out like here. And then we'll just have it like come around over on this side. And then I will put the pebbles right below that. Kind of connect it all the way through there. Gonna come back over these with a little more dirt. And then I'll redo the pebbles up here. All right. And then I just kind of want to have like some other like smaller like kind of worn down paths, like maybe something like scratchy, make it like super light. Although what does this look like? Because that might actually work too. Give it a few, make it not as like bright and lush like over in these areas. I'll have to go back over the sand. That's fine. And then especially like right here, maybe some natural paths, like maybe going back here. I was like, I'm not always like super great at terrain paint, but I think we're making this like mostly work. I think this looks okay. What does it look like when everything's up? All right, it looks a little more worn, which is kind of what I was going for. So I figure kids will probably just like kind of play in this like central area here. Maybe I'll add like a few like even lighter touches. Maybe like make it look like not as like dead. Try to add like a little flash of like green to it. Definitely need to go back over the sand. So let's do that. Oops. I think that sandbox looks okay. I think this one looks okay as well. All right, we got the bones of our playground down. I'm sure there is more stuff we could add, but I don't think we're going to here. I think this looks a little awkward, but I think it's fine. If I had cats and dogs, I would put in like a little like doggy door or something, because I know kids can walk through that. So let's just try to put some very basic landscaping. You know, like a few little bushes, or should I put hedges all the way around? I always do that. Let's actually, I think it kind of makes sense though for something like this to have like a hedge thing, although that one's kind of cut into the, can I put it out like that? You know what? I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do like some bushes or some like potted plants or something. Maybe we can put like a bush like right here, size this down, and then just have like a couple others kind of spread throughout. These ones I'm okay if they poke through a little bit. I'm not as pressed about that. I might put like a tree or something over here. Put like one of these like right there. I think that looks all right. Maybe put like another tree over in this corner. Maybe put a bush under that one as well. I might also put a couple bushes like over here, maybe some like grass, maybe some like ground cover as well. And then I could see maybe putting like hedges back here. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's fine. You know, sneak in a couple of these though. Give it like a few different little pops of color. Okay, I think it looks cute. Like I said, it's a little dangerous, but I think it does work. We added in the extra ladder. We added in a couple blarfies. We have the telescope. We have a couple benches. We have a couple activity tables. We have a dollhouse. We have a couple other little toys. We have sandboxes. So as far as playgrounds go, for base game, I don't think it's bad. It's, you know, just ignore this part. Just ignore this part up here. You know what I might actually do just to make myself feel a little more comfortable? I think we're gonna do this. I think I'm gonna extend this. And that way it kind of kills two birds with one stone, because it lets you use the monkey bars like if you want to, but then you can also just walk across. I think that makes a little more sense. It's a little bit safer. Granted, a kid could, you know, take a spill off that side, but I don't think they're not gonna do that. Kids are not that stupid, right? Kids are smart. Kids know how to not kill themselves. You know what? It's because I keep doing this to myself. Where's the taller one? Is there a taller one that has like a gap in it, like this one? Maybe I'll put something like that up on this side, so that way there's not as much of a chance of like a kid going over. Either way, still watch your kids while you're here, but I think that looks cute. Okay, all right. So we have our hollow slough playground. We have a couple little entrance points. I feel like I can use more landscaping out here. I think that works. The only other thing we need is we don't really have any lighting in here. But I also want to see you necessarily using this at night, but I do think having a more light, at least around it, would make sense. So let's do, I don't know, maybe we'll put a couple by like the support pillars. Oh, that one's floating. I don't want that. I think that could make sense. All right, so we'll have it lit up in a few areas. I might just go ahead and put some lighting up here too, at least one. Yeah, maybe we'll stick that like right there. We'll stick a light right there. I'm gonna turn these down though. I'm gonna turn this one down to like 52 will work. Put this one down as well. Close enough. All right, so we do have a bit of lighting. Let me put some lights down on the second level as well. So I'll put one in here, and I'll put one under this. I'm gonna turn these ones down as well. I think that's pretty good. I can't think of anything else to add. I like it. So let's put this up on, let's save it. Let's save real quick. Hopefully it'll let us save. This is a little scary. There we go. All right, base game playground. All right, so we'll give it a little tour. We have our little entrance area. We have a couple pirate ships. We have some sandboxes. We have like a huge like jungle gym climbing thing with another pirate ship and a telescope. There are some sandboxes and some monkey bars underneath. There's like a little kid / toddler area, which has like a dollhouse and a couple of activity tables. I set it up so it kind of looks like, you know, a couple buildings, kind of like little playhouses. I didn't put any roofs on them, but I think that's fine. And this might actually look a little bit neater if I fix this height. That looks a little bit better. So not great, but, and then we have I built custom restrooms just because I wanted to make sure that you could have a toddler thing in here. I might also, no, I think it's fine. I think I was debating like making one of these like wider, and so that way you have room for a changing table if you have like growing together, but I think it's probably okay. We have some landscaping and not just some minimal landscaping, nothing too crazy, but I think that's it. I think it looks pretty good. I tried to make it a little bit safer so we don't have like the pit anymore. You can still kind of jump over here, which I think that's fine. Let's get one last good look, and then let's put this up on the gallery, shall we? All right, I'm just gonna call the base game playground a base game playground for your Sims to hang out in. Includes a few different kid and toddler activities. Hope you enjoy. Hashtag DorianKoholi. All right, we're gonna put that up. Cool. All right, so we have that up. So this will work with base game. Once the actual Adventure Awaits pack comes out, the restriction, it will go from 6 to 4. So if you wanted to remove, like I could see making a case for removing this and subbing in like a swing set, or once you get Adventure Awaits having like a slide. So I could see you doing that. I could see maybe or doing it up here instead. I think there'll definitely be more options, but as far as base game, I think this works out pretty well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's up on the gallery. My gallery ID is DorianKoholi, same as my YouTube, X, everything like that. So there we go. So thank you guys for watching another video. If you like this, please consider dropping a like. Please consider leaving me a comment. Let me know what you think of this playground, what you think of the adding playgrounds in general, how excited you are for Adventure Awaits, how much you want base game to add some more playground equipment, like one swing set. Tons of other packs have swing sets. You can't put one in base game, really, EA? But okay. But yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel. You guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, friends. Bye, everybody.